Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Magi. That's right, Magi. Yeah. Chapter 201 review. That is 201 review of Magi. So, this week's chapter of Magi. Alright. Yo, straight up, the summit. The summit is getting like shit tons of hype right now. And Cohen trying to move real early. I mean, super early. Trying to be devious. And trying to take Aladdin to the side. Be like, hey, so, you want to give me a spoiler? You want to give me a spoiler of what's about to occur in the summit? Because basically what the summit is Aladdin, he's like the pastor. And he's going to preach to the most epic choir of all time. We're talking about Shindoria, the Lem Empire, Cohen and the Co Empire. Whoever wants to hop in. All the good guys, of course. Well, the quote-unquote good guys. So, it's basically, that's the way it is. Aladdin, he's the cash cow. He's the uber cash cow. Or he's a fat cash cow. And they don't want their cash cow at risk because of Cohen. No fucking way. So, what's gonna happen is that, of course, they all know that. And Alibaba's like, alright, fine, I'll go. And to me, I actually like that because we all knew how it was when Aladdin said, I'm gonna go on a solo journey. And we see Aladdin take the bull by the horns. And in this case, we have Alibaba taking the reins. Or at least that's the way it was. He says, I'm going to go on a solo journey. Alright, fine. Everyone respected that until it was like, Morgiana, you stay here. You stay here. Following morning, Morgiana, straight up backpack. I'm good to go. And it's like, no. No, woman. I told you to stay. And of course, she says, no. You told me I could do whatever the fuck I want to do. I'm going to go. In comes Olba and the boys. And Toto. Like, we're coming too. It's going to be like a massive picnic. And it's like, what? So, that was funny. But I still do respect Alibaba. Because even though he's not going to go solo anymore, the fact of the matter remains that he was. And he was willing to. And he was going to escort Cohen and his compadres to the summit location. Which apparently is an island near Magnostadt. Within the borderlines of the Lem/Rem Empire, whatever you want to call it. And the Co Empire. So, you know, it's in a neutral territory, I suppose. And even though the rules are you can't bring any metal vessel items or armies, well, we can assume that some countries or some people are going to come there are going to break the rules. So, like, for example, Cohen, he's already trying to sneak in a few spoilers. Like, spoilers, yeah, come on, man, yeah. No. So, I mean, look at Sinbad. Sinbad, he's been calm, cool, collected. He's like, you know, it's fine, it's cool. It's cool. Like, I'll wait. I have no problem waiting. But no. Cohen, come here, man. Like, no, get out of here, bro. What are you doing? But that's a chapter. I mean, that's just actually a very, very short, simple chapter. The exposition is great, but in an overall sense, it's actually very simple. Because all it really is just knowing that Alibaba has a chance to step in his own country, him taking the reins, and him actually going there, but instead of going solo, he's going with the party. And actually, in the beginning, there's actually a little bit of swordplay. Alibaba training. Well, no, correction. In the beginning, excuse me. There are a few things in the chapter that I forgot. First of all, Aladdin actually gets a new staff. And it's the Chancellor's staff. And apparently, Yamuraiha shrunk the staff to Aladdin's, like, height. And he's going to rock this staff from now on. So, listen, this staff, I'll be honest, is much better than the one they had earlier. The one that old lady had. From the, what's that clan called? Shit. It's the clan that Hakuei made, you know, it's those guys. What's her, fuck. What were they called? Shit. Crap. All right, I forgot their name. But basically, like the old lady. All right, it's her staff, and her staff. It looked okay. Well, it looked weird. It could have been defined more. It could have been sculpted better. That's for sure. But he's rocking the Chancellor shit now. He's rocking the Chancellor shit, and also he's actually keeping a magical. He's actually going to keep a magic getup, which is cool because he's a magician. He's a mage. He's the greatest of all mages. He is the Magi. Oh Magi. And the thing about that is that, or Magi, what do I call it? I mean, Magi is how you say it, but I like Magi because Magi sounds better. And the thing about that is that you gotta respect that. You gotta, because even though Magnostat has done a lot of evil in the world, even though they have been false on a lot of things, and their beliefs have harmed others to a great deal, and lives were lost because of that reason, and now the portal to the freaking goddamn Black God is sustained open, he's got a rep where he came from, apparently. Okay, alright, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. The dude, he trained there for a period of years. That's where he has gained his greatest knowledge of the world around him and knowledge of the magics. Magnostat. So, alright, okay, good on you. He's rocking the uniform. That's cool. That's cool. Now, when it comes to Alibaba, he's showing off his stuff, where he actually has learned some degree, or he's mastered some degree at Magoi manipulation. And he actually could take the Magoi in his body and form it around the hilt of his sword. Not the actual blade, but the hilt. So, does that make his swings more powerful? Or faster? Both? I don't know. I mean, when we saw him fight against Sharkan, and he did that with the hilt, and Sharkan, like, did like an aftermatch, like, step back. I mean, obviously, there was some, and I think that he was holding his hand, like, I think that he was shaking his hand like this, so, like, there was some force to that. So, I'm thinking that the Magoi manipulation on the hilt makes the actual sword swing stronger or faster, thus, therefore, adding more force, regardless. So, he has learned that degree, so his swordsmanship has increased for sure. And, of course, there was a funny scene where Sharkan's pissed. He's like, yo, seriously? You were training with Mu and that one guy? I think his name is Shambhala? Something like that. And he gets pissed. Starts doing some wrestling moves. Like, yeah, wrestle. Starts doing some wrestling moves. And with this little scene here, we see interaction between Toto and Morgiana. So they're actually on good terms, or on okay terms. Even though Morgiana, a few times ago, she was like, fuck, Toto? This bitch. So, well, no, it wasn't like that, but you get my point. Either way. The chapter, and that's it. That's really it. The chaptering overall. So there is story progression because they have moved forward. We've seen some new skills of Alibaba. We have Aladdin getting a new weapon, a new item to actually hopefully make his magic even greater. Because I think that the actual conduit of where your magic stems from is important. But then again, he's a Magi, so he can already use the rook around him. So it's not really like a big difference. I mean, just that he's repping the Chancellor, as opposed to that tribe that he met before. So that was cool. And now we have Oba and the boys, Toto, Morgiana, Alibaba going to Balbat, and they're going to escort Cohen to the summit when the time is right. So that's also a step forward when it comes to the story. So it is good story progression. It was well paced overall. Even though they did spend a lot of time on the dialogue, it was still necessary overall, I suppose. And I'll leave it at that. So King of Lightning, the rating overall, it's a good chapter. Good chapter. Be sure, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe as always. Peace. Have a nice day. Oh, ba-da-da. All right.